Hi guys and welcome to another FIFA 22 video, and today guys I thought I'd give you a bit of a guide as to how headliners in FIFA 22 will be able to upgrade. Now before we get any further into the video, this might be, well, it'll be one of the last. I mean, there will be videos to come tomorrow, but if I forget to say it in the hecticness of what comes tomorrow with headliners, I would just like to say a massive thank you for all the support in 2021 with the channel. Over 14,000 subscribers, hitting over 6 million views on the channel as well. It's fantastic. I'm enjoying it. It's a lot of fun, and I hope into 2022 we can continue. I would like to hit 15,000 subscribers next year. I think that would be a nice goal to be able to hit. Of course, 10 million views eventually is also a goal that I'd love to hit as well, because I think that'd be fantastic. But obviously for the people that watch the videos, people that comment, even people that don't comment but still like to watch my videos, really appreciate the support. And I thought we'd do a guide video because, listen, I'm sure there'll be a lot of people that are maybe new to the game, that this is going to be one of their first few promos for the game, and are probably going to be wondering how a headline is going to be able to upgrade, because the promo's coming tomorrow, New Year's Eve at 6 p.m. Expect there to be 2 teams to be released for the promo. Of course, Team 1 to come on New Year's Eve, Team 2 to follow on January the 7th, and then Team of the Year probably to come after that. And expect the voting for Team of the Year as well to be released soon. What you're seeing in the background is just a few players that I think should and deserve to be in the headliners promo. EA haven't in like the loading screen, EA haven't teased anyone as of yet, but I'm sure before 6 p.m. tomorrow, if you go into the loading screen at some point, EA will probably update it with a few little teaser, stats and nationalities or positions or whatever. But basically, how do headliners upgrade in FIFA 22? Well, there are 2 different ways that headliners can upgrade. First of all, when they go into the promo, of course, every card, just like with every single promo, will already receive an upgrade, whether it be a +1 upgrade, +2, +3, whatever. Of course, already higher the cards, they're likely to get a +1. So, for example, Nicola Barella and Christopher Nkunku would only get a +1 upgrade. I don't think they get a +2 upgrade going into the headliners promo. So they're already going to get upgrades that way, which is fantastic. But there are 2 other further ways they can get upgrades. Another thing to mention, EA have followed this same system for the past few years, certainly with the individual upgrades. I think team upgrades was a new feature that they released into headliners last year for the first time. I expect that system to stay in place. I expect the exact same upgrade system to stay in place once again for FIFA 22. If they change that tomorrow by 6 p.m, I will make this video private so that no one can watch it again, and I'll do another video if EA release like a brand new system of how cards will upgrade. But I don't think that'll change. I don't see why it would change. I don't want it to change. I think they should keep it the exact same way that it currently is, and I think they will do that. But basically, we'll first of all talk about how cards will upgrade individually. So, for example, we'll take Nicola Barella, for example. He's already had 2 informs in this game. He's a class player. Inter Milan, of course, are also one of the better teams in the Serie A, going for back-to-back Serie A titles alongside rivals Milan and Napoli. Now, he will be in headliners. I'm not saying he'll be in Team 1 tomorrow, but he will be in the promo. Bastoni also has a very good shout of being in there. Maybe both of them might be, and they might have, Bastoni in Team 1 and Barella in Team 2, or vice versa. Now, let's say Nicola Barella, he'll get into the promo, he'll start off as an 88 rated headliner cards. If he was to be included in any other future Team of the Week, if he was to get any other hero cards, Team of the Group Stage / Team of the Tournament, or a Man of the Match card, if he was to get any of those 4 card types in the rest of the game cycle, his headliners card will be upgraded. So let's say, for example, 4 weeks down the line, Inter Milan beats Spezia. I don't know why I thought of them. 3-0 in the Coppa Italia. So, and let's say Nicola Barella scores a hat-trick in that game to send them through to the, to the quarterfinals or the semi-finals or whatever. He would very likely get himself either a hero card or a Man of the Match card. What would happen then if you had your 88 rated Nicola Barella cards? Of course, that Man of the Match or hero card would go into packs. But then your headliner card would receive a 1+ upgrade. So you go from an 88 to an 89 rated. It's the exact same as well in any Serie A game. If you went and scored a hat-trick against Juve or Milan or whatever, you'd like to think he'd be then included in the next upcoming Team of the Week, which if he was, your headliner card would receive a +1 upgrade. Theoretically, this Nicola Barella card could go to a 99 rated if he went and scored 3 goals in every single game, because he'd be included in so many, he'd get so many Team of the Week cards, Man of the Match cards. So theoretically, the upgrades from an individual standpoint are endless. Now, there are also upgrades to come from the team section as well. It's a one-time upgrade, kind of like what we saw with One to Watch, but the upgrade team system works better in headlines because the players that you're getting in the first place are already in good form. The cards that get included into headliners have already played very, very well so far in the domestic season. They're not bad players. So, when you have one to watch, you have players that, they've transferred to a new club. They might not hit the ground running, and we've seen a few players in the one, for example, Rodrigo de Paul from, Atletico Madrid, Junior Firpo from Leeds United. A lot of their team upgrades aren't likely because, no disrespect to Leeds, but, they haven't been in great form this season. And even to get individual upgrades from some of the one-to-watch cards also isn't as easy. The beauty of headliners is you're already getting players that have already been playing insanely well to be included into the promo in the first place. Not just anyone can get into this. EA don't just choose them at random. They're players that have had to have been playing already out of their skin in the domestic and European and domestic cup competition to even get into the promo. So they're more likely, you'd like to think they're likely to go and get future upgrades. Now from the team upgrade system, again, just like one to watch, it is just a one-time upgrade, but it is through a slightly different system to how it works in one to watch. So if I'm right, one to watch was where the player would get an increase if their team won 5 out of their 10 next domestic matches. They didn't have to be back to back or whatever. It was just win 5 of the next 10 domestic matches. If they won 5 back to back games, then obviously the upgrade will come sooner. But they had 10 games to win 5 games. 10 games to win 5 matches. Now with headliners, it's a little bit different. They will receive a one-time plus additional upgrade if the team that they play for achieves at any point of the rest of the season 4 back-to-back domestic league wins. Now, to explain that a little bit more, Inter Milan, let's say, for example, this Colorado gets released tomorrow at 6 p.m. If Inter were to go and win their next 4 Serie A matches, that doesn't include any European games. It doesn't include the Coppa Italia, purely Serie A domestic league games. If they were to win the next 4, Brother would get a 1+ increase. The team upgrade can only happen once. So if Inter win their next 4 and then at some other point in the season, let's say during the month of March, they win another 4 domestic games in a row, he wouldn't get the upgrade because that upgrade has already happened back in January/early February. So that's how the team upgrade works. It can happen, but it can only happen at once. It can't happen 2 or 3 times or like it can with the individual upgrades. It can only happen once, but even so, it's still a cool feature. So that is basically because basically the good thing is, let's say Nicola Barella gets injured, you still have the chance for him to get upgrades or to get at least a 1 extra additional one-time upgrade through the team winning. He doesn't have to start the games. As long as Inter win the 4 games, he could be injured or suspended. It's fine. As long as Inter win the games, he'll get the upgrade for the team thing. So that's basically how Headliners works in teams in terms of upgrades for FIFA 22. We'll see if it changes. If EA, as I said before, do change the upgrade system, I will make this video private and I'll do a completely new video tomorrow as to how the upgrades. But I wouldn't expect it to be much difference at all. I think it'll be the exact same, and I hope it is the exact same because I think that the current structure that they had of it last year was really, really good. I loved the promo personally. And I'm looking forward to seeing what it will contain again this year. But any questions, of course, put them in the comment section. But yeah, once again, guys, thank you very much for watching this video, and I'll see you guys later.